Step into the Tomb of Nacht, a portal to a world long past, a place where secrets lie etched in stone and color. Ancient Egypt, 1400 BCE. Imagine the sun beating down on the fertile lands surrounding Thebes, the bustling capital of a powerful empire. The walls pulse with scenes of daily life. A vibrant tapestry of existence, frozen in time. Hunting, a vital skill and a source of sustenance, depicted with remarkable detail. Feasting, a celebration of life's bounty, with tables laden with food and drink. And most intriguingly, winemaking, a process meticulously documented, revealing a deep connection to the land and its gifts. Men tread grapes in a large vat, their bare feet crushing the fruit to release its precious juice. Their movements a rhythmic dance, a synchronized effort that speaks to the communal nature of this ancient craft. Others pour the juice into tall pottery jars, carefully sealing them to begin the fermentation process, faces intent on their sacred task. They understood that they were not just making a beverage, but creating something special, something imbued with meaning. This is more than agriculture. It's a testament to human ingenuity and the ability to transform the natural world. It's ritual, artistry, and devotion. A sacred act performed with reverence and skill, captured for eternity, a legacy preserved for generations to come. Egypt conjures images of pyramids and pharaohs, symbols of power and enduring legacy. But hidden in the shadows is another story, a tale less known yet equally captivating. The untold tradition of winemaking, a story waiting to be uncorked. Why did wine matter so much to the ancient Egyptians, to a civilization obsessed with eternity? What role did it play in their beliefs about the afterlife? What secrets did they hold, these ancient vintners, about cultivating vines along the Nile? How did they adapt their techniques to the unique environment of the Nile Valley? The evidence is clear. Wine was not merely a beverage. Wine was present and significant, woven into the fabric of their society. Yet its deeper meaning is often overlooked. What was its symbolic importance in religious ceremonies and daily life? We see its production and consumption, depicted in vivid detail on tomb walls. But the full narrative remains elusive, shrouded in the mists of time. A subtle flavor in Egypt's grand history, a taste that lingers on the palate of time. This journey will uncover the secrets of ancient Egyptian winemaking. The sun-drenched vineyards, stretching along the fertile banks of the Nile. The techniques and the rituals that transformed humble grapes into a divine elixir. That made wine a cornerstone of ancient Egyptian life, from royal banquets to religious ceremonies. Prepare to look beyond pyramids and mummies, beyond the iconic symbols of ancient Egypt. Discover a different kind of Egyptian magic, a more subtle yet equally powerful force. One held within the humble grape, a symbol of abundance and transformation, transformed into a drink fit for gods and mortals alike, a bridge between the earthly and divine realms. It's a story of innovation, devotion, and the remarkable ability of the ancient Egyptians to harness the power of nature, and the enduring human love for wine, a connection that transcends time and culture. The Nile's fertile banks gave birth to a civilization that continues to fascinate us today, not only to a mighty empire, but also to a legacy of art, architecture, and innovation, and also to a sophisticated wine culture, a testament to their refined tastes and agricultural prowess. Let's rediscover this hidden treasure, a forgotten chapter in the story of ancient Egypt, a taste of Egypt's magnificent civilization, a glimpse into a world of gods, pharaohs, and the magic of winemaking. The first sip of history awaits, an invitation to explore the rich and complex world of ancient Egyptian wine. What made wine so captivating to the ancient Egyptians? Was it just a drink or something more? Shede, a celebrated wine in ancient texts, remains a mystery. Was it grape or pomegranate or something else entirely? The Nile's annual floods made viticulture possible, but growing quality grapes required skill and innovation. Did Egyptians develop unique techniques? Were their grapes native or imported? These questions drive archaeologists and enologists today, revealing wine as a cultural cornerstone and a symbol of life, status, and perhaps even the afterlife. To understand their wine is to glimpse the heart of ancient Egypt. The fertile lands of ancient Egypt, blessed by the Nile, were not only ideal for agriculture, but also for viticulture. The warm climate and predictable floods created a haven for grapevines to flourish. Turning grapes into wine in ancient Egypt was a meticulous craft. It was a process steeped in tradition and requiring skilled artisans at every stage. Workers handpicked the best clusters, carefully selecting only the ripest and most perfect grapes to ensure the highest quality wine. These precious grapes were then carried in baskets to treading floors, areas specifically designed for the next crucial step. Grape pressing was communal, a shared effort that brought people together in the spirit of collaboration. Men and women worked side by side, crushing fruit in vats, their combined efforts contributing to the creation of this revered beverage. The crushing of the fruit in vats released the precious juice, the foundation of the wine to come. Sometimes workers used ropes for balance, ensuring they could effectively press the grapes and extract every last drop of juice. For finer wines destined for the tables of the elite and the offerings to the gods, a sack press twisted by poles was employed, a more refined method to extract the most delicate flavors. This method ensured that every drop of precious liquid was extracted, maximizing the yield and quality of the wine. The juice, or must, the freshly pressed liquid, held the promise of the wine it would become. This must was then carefully poured into pottery amphorae, specially crafted vessels designed for wine storage and fermentation. These amphorae were often lined with resin, a natural sealant that helped to preserve the wine and impart subtle flavors. This careful lining aided in sealing in the desired flavor profiles and preventing spoilage, ensuring the wine remained enjoyable for longer. Fermentation began naturally, with wild yeasts present in the environment transforming the sugars into alcohol. Initially, the amphorae were left open, allowing the fermentation process to begin and the gases to escape. Once fermentation reached the desired stage, the amphorae were sealed with stamped clay caps. This acted as an early form of labeling, indicating the vintage, origin, and even the winemaker. The sealed wine was then stored in cool cellars, often underground. Sometimes the amphorae were even buried in the earth, providing a natural form of insulation. This careful attention to temperature control was crucial for preserving the wine's quality and preventing unwanted changes. The discovery of King Tutankhamun's tomb offered a fascinating glimpse into the importance of wine in ancient Egyptian society. Within the tomb, archaeologists found dozens of carefully labeled wine jars, a testament to the pharaoh's appreciation for fine wine. The presence of these labeled jars is proof of a sophisticated system of wine production, storage, and distribution. The Egyptians' meticulous attention to detail in every aspect of winemaking, from grape selection to storage, echoes in winemaking practices even today, demonstrating the enduring legacy of their ancient techniques. Their process was a harmonious blend of both art and science, a testament to their deep understanding of the natural world. The resulting wine was a beverage fit for pharaohs and gods, a symbol of wealth, power, and divine favor. Ancient Egyptian winemaking shares surprising similarities with today's methods: harvesting, crushing, fermenting, and aging. While modern vintners use advanced technology, Egyptians relied on wild yeasts and clay amphorae, imparting unique flavors. Some ancient practices, like clay vessel aging and hand harvesting, are making a comeback among modern winemakers. Early labeling of amphorae with vineyard and vintage details foreshadowed today's appellation systems. The Egyptians' concern for provenance and quality laid the groundwork for modern wine culture. Across millennia, the passion for crafting and categorizing wine endures. Wine in ancient Egypt was woven into religion, society, and medicine. Temples had their own vineyards. Priests oversaw production for sacred rituals and offerings to the gods. At feasts, wine symbolized hospitality and status. Lavish banquets featured music, dance, and flowing wine. Beer was for the masses, but wine marked wealth and power. Pharaohs and elites boasted extensive cellars. Wine also appeared in medical papyri, used as a remedy or tonic, blending empirical use with ritual belief. Its presence in every facet of life, from sacred rites to social gatherings, underscored its value. Wine was more than a drink. It was a marker of status, celebration, and spiritual connection. Egyptian art immortalizes wine, capturing its essence and significance for eternity. The detailed depictions offer a glimpse into the vital role wine played in their culture. Tomb walls and temple reliefs teem with scenes of vineyards and winemaking, showcasing the entire process from cultivation to consumption. These scenes provide invaluable insights into ancient viticulture practices. The vine symbolized abundance, fertility, representing not only agricultural prosperity, but also the life-giving forces of nature. It was a powerful emblem deeply embedded in their belief system and the cycle of life and death. Wine, therefore, became intrinsically linked to the concept of resurrection and eternal life, a potent symbol for the Egyptians. Osiris, god of the afterlife, was linked to wine. His mythology intertwined with the beverage's symbolic meaning. Its red color evoked his blood and the promise of rebirth, solidifying wine's association with transformation and the hope for a renewed existence in the afterlife. Hathor, goddess of joy and music, embodying the pleasures of life and the celebration of the senses, was celebrated with wine-fueled festivals, where its consumption was believed to bring worshippers closer to the divine and induce states of ecstatic communion. The hieroglyph for wine, I-arp, appears frequently in ancient texts and inscriptions, appears in offerings for the afterlife, ensuring eternal joy for the deceased, guaranteeing them access to earthly pleasures in their eternal existence. Myths, like Sekhmet's pacification with wine, where the fierce lioness goddess was calmed with a red-colored brew, highlight its transformative, even divine power, showcasing its ability to alter states of being and influence the very nature of the gods. Wine was a symbol, a mythological actor, playing a crucial role in religious narratives and cultural practices, and a key to understanding the Egyptian worldview, offering a unique lens through which to interpret their beliefs, rituals, and social structures. In Egypt, wine was both sustenance and sacred magic, a testament to its multifaceted role in their daily lives and spiritual practices. Wine was a luxury, a sacred offering, and a symbol of status in ancient Egypt. Fine wines from the Nile Delta or oases were reserved for the elite and for temple rituals. Daily libations to the gods and lavish tomb provisions, like Tutankhamun's inscribed wine jars, show its spiritual and social importance. Wine bridged the mortal and divine, ensuring favor in this life and the next. Pharaohs gifted wine to officials and foreign rulers, cementing alliances and displaying Egypt's sophistication. Wine was even listed in dowries and used as tribute, underscoring its multifaceted value. It was a draft that gladdened hearts, pleased the gods, and marked one's place in society. Archaeology is uncovering Egypt's winemaking legacy. Ancient presses, vineyard remains, and wine cellars. Sites like Tel El Amarna and Abydos reveal vineyard plots and jars with preserved grape pips, pushing winemaking's origins deep into prehistory. Inscriptions on wine jars link estates to specific regions, connecting art, text, and landscape. Large, organized cellars show Egyptians valued storage and aging, aiming for quality. While direct tradition is broken, modern Egyptian wineries draw inspiration from this ancient heritage. The land's climate and soil have produced notable wines for millennia. Archaeology proves Egypt's wine culture was sophisticated, enduring, and deeply rooted. Picture a sunset in the Egyptian desert, a glass of local wine in hand, connecting past and present. Ancient winemaking was as innovative as Egypt's architecture, with unique techniques and a profound cultural role. Archaeological finds reveal a vibrant industry and a deep appreciation for wine across all levels of society. The story of Egyptian wine adds a flavorful dimension to our understanding of the civilization. Today's Egyptian wineries continue a legacy thousands of years old, cultivating vines on historic land. The enduring allure of the grape and the ingenuity of ancient vintners live on. Egyptian wine remains a treasure, liquid gold for this life and the next.